Hey fam, welcome to my channel. My name's Mark. Today I'm doing another video on Layer1X, but today I'm going to be discussing Layer1X and gaming. So when you head to L1X.foundation, you'll notice there's two new tabs, L1X app and then gaming. So we're going to click on gaming today and jump across to this page, and it simply says gaming is better with L1X. Now, you might ask yourself, why is it better with L1X? Well, I'll tell you why it's better. It's cheaper, it's faster, it's more secure, and it's interoperable. Now, there isn't any other chain that can claim all those benefits, like none. Like Layer1X is the only chain that can combine all those, and currently it's interoperable with 8 different chains plus Layer1X. Now, as mainnet approaches, which is going to be like February next year, chances are there's going to be more chains on board by that point. So currently it's 80% of all TVL, which basically means 80% to the entire market, because that's where all the money is. So when you start looking at it like that and you start thinking of the competition, how no one can come close, and once people realize, once these game studios realize that Layer1X is here and they realize that the tech that underpins it, it's going to be a simple decision on where they're going to build. So you've got new game studios that are popping up. You've got existing game studios that are already here. And there's some game studios what are already starting to develop blockchain games. Now, currently, they might be looking at certain avenues. They might be looking at certain chains, but that's because they're not aware of Layer1X. Now, once Layer1X is more mainstream and people are aware of it, then what's going to happen? You're going to get an influx of projects, gaming specifically, that are going to be heading over to Layer1X to build on this platform. But Layer1X is like the gateway to mass adoption. It's what is going to make mass adoption happen. And it's not just gaming, it's across the board. But because I'm talking about gaming now, this is what is going to onboard millions and millions and eventually billions of users. And you know what's beautiful about it as well is, like, every time you onboard a gamer, they're going to download a game on the app or they're going to download it on the mobile. But at that point as well, they're interacting with L1X. They're downloading the wallet too. So you're onboarding a gamer and a validator at the same time. So it's making it completely decentralized. Like, Layer1X will be the most decentralized blockchain that can ever exist, because every time someone joins the network, they're also validating the network as well, which is insane, and I love it. So I'm just going to go through the gaming page. I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to touch on a few things, what it's mentioning. So level up your gaming experience. L1X is transforming the gaming industry by bridging the gap between Web 2 and Web 3 experiences with its groundbreaking L1X VM. Now, it is. The tech is enabling a lot to happen, but the onboarding process, getting people from Web 2 to Web 3, the game itself, whatever game it is, it's not because of the tech. Trust me, right? When we get to the point where Web 2 gamers are coming over and they're playing Web 3 games, they're coming because they like the game. They won't even know it's a Web 3 game. Like, that won't resonate with them. It's like when Reddit released all the PFPs. No one realized they were buying NFTs. It was just a PFP that they were selling, and they marketed it well, and people were buying them, and it was one of the biggest success stories for NFT sales. Now, gaming side of things, if a game studio produces a game and that game becomes a bestseller game, and it happens to be a blockchain game, like, the reason it becomes a best-selling game is because it's exactly that. It's the best-selling game. It's got the lore, it's got the storytelling, it's got the community, it's got passion. People have come in, they've played it, they've seen the demo, they've bought it, and they love what they've got. And the fact that it's built on the blockchain, the fact that they own digital assets that have got value, is secondary to the experience of the game that they're playing. So the user experience comes above everything else. Now, of course, you need the tech. You need the tech to underpin it, but the tech on its own is not the user experience. Like, our chief experience officer, Corey, that's his job. His job is to create the best user experience for people coming into Layer1X and connecting the wallet in a way that you don't necessarily realize you're connecting a wallet. Like, the stuff that Layer1X are working on right now, the connectivity, the way that you sign transactions, the way that you have seed phrases, there's tech being worked on now where it's going to be so straightforward It's going to make the process much more streamlined, much more user friendly, much more Web 2. And that's it. If you can get gamers to come and play games without knowing what's underneath, like that doesn't matter, then you've cracked it. That is the secret formula. So L1X has created the foundation. So now it's up to the game studios to produce a game that's got the lore, the storytelling, that brings in that gamer that loses himself for hours on end playing a game that they love. And when we can get to that moment, then that's when adoption really happens. More liquidity in your game. Well, this is simple. It's because we've connected to so many chains and people are buying from so many chains, so the liquidity is way more than a traditional game that's only got access to one blockchain, and we've got access to 9. So you've got L1X unleashing the potential, gaming experience, fast performance, empowering developers. I mean, even if you're a developer and you don't know too much, like there's literally documents and help to help onboard and bring your game over to L1X. Accommodate players from various gaming platforms. Now, when you look at this, you're looking at this list and it's huge. But what if you're a game, a project? I mean, we're talking about gaming. So if you're a gaming project and you're built on, I don't know, Zilliqa or Harmony or I don't know, Polkadot or Near Protocol, you're not on this list. So you're kind of siloed. You're stuck in that little ecosystem. So there's two options though. The chain itself can connect with Layer1X. So if the chain itself doesn't want to connect, you can take that decision yourself and you can pull your liquidity and you can put your liquidity on L1X. And at that point, you get access to all these different chains. That's how simple it is. It's not difficult, but you'll probably never go that. You probably not need to go that far. Like these blockchains, they've got to realize that they've got to connect with L1X, because if they don't, they're going to get left behind because they've not got access to the TVL that all the other chains have got. So suddenly they're at a disadvantage. So for gaming, all that's going to happen is game projects that are built on all blockchains, eventually they're going to get access to L1X because they're going to connect to the L1X ecosystem. And if they don't, then maybe you want to move your liquidity and bring it over to L1X and benefit from all the chains that you're then connected to. That's what's beautiful. So currently, Eldaroon is like the main game, which is quite well known in the space, and that's building on Layer1X. And then you got Nickelcade. This is something that's new as well. And then you just got some like kind of bullet points: visual development, storyboard and animation, digital design and development, and transmedia production. So basically, if you're a game developer, you've got help. You're not alone. You've got assistants. You can connect with the L1X team, and they'll work with you to help develop something truly amazing. Gaming with transparency, creativity, and lightning fast experiences. Collaborate with a dedicated group of game enthusiasts known for the creativity, communication, and commitment to fun gameplay. So if you're a game studio, if you're a developer or a builder, and you're thinking, yeah, I wanna pursue something with L1X, I want to know more, then it's simple. Just jump on the website and get in contact. Like the team are amazing. Like honestly, everything that they do is done to the highest level. Customer service being key. So get in touch, and yeah, the more quality games we can get building on L1X, the faster the chain will grow, because adoption comes through the network effect, and the network effect comes from people using the technology. Layer1X is like the internet. Like everybody uses it, but no one really needs to know how it works. They don't need to understand it. They just need to know it's there, and everything else is built on top of it. Now, Layer1X is exactly the same. Like it's the engine, it's the foundation, it's the building blocks that Web3 is built on top of, and that's where I think it's going. I truly believe L1X is the building blocks of Web3, and all your blockchains are going to be built on top of it, because they're all going to provide liquidity on it, because it's the best user experience that exists. And for the purposes of this video, that's going to be done through gaming. The games what are going to come over to Layer1X, the quality, the storytelling, the lore, the gamers that are going to come because they want to play an amazing game, and they don't care about the tech. They don't need to know about the tech. It doesn't matter about the tech as long as the tech works. So on that note, I'm going to end it. If you like the video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this far and wide, get your community watching the video. And if you've got any gamers, let them know about L1X. If you know of anyone that's building a game, get them to get in touch. Until next time, I'll catch you on the next video.